Welcome back, it's Matthew. Time is now 3:25 p.m. on the 25th of February 2017. And also here, the weather today is very windy and very dark again. As I said before, 3 p.m. gets too dark. Getting some dark shadows to the west. And we're going to look on the webcams, some webcams around the world. Start with some Mexico cams and also Skyline cams. See what we can find. It's a very interesting times. We're picking up a lot of images now, aren't we? I also did a video on UFOs last night. I often do some UFO footage as well, just to see what's going on as well, because it interests me as well, because I believe these beings up there that basically know that the Nibiru system's out there now. They can see it and they send us signs and crop circles. And also I believe that HAARP is manipulating our weather as well as the clouds to cover up the system. We all know they use this tool and governments still deny it. Anyway, I'm going to go to the first webcam image and respect to you all and thank you for subscribing. Here on this Mexico cam you can see this object here, this red object. Can you see the redness around it? This is no lens flare, this is an object that's coming in. Now I'll be keeping an eye on this every day, so I'm going to zoom in now. But the reason why I've kept it like this so we can see the timestamp as today. So I'm going to zoom in now and show you this object. You can see this, can't you? It's very strange, and basically it was white before, but now it's got some red reflection to it. It's got some red colouring around it. This is definitely a heavenly body that's up there. It's behind or in front of the sun, I'm not too sure. It's there above our Earth's atmosphere. It could be miles away, thousands of miles away, billions of miles away. So now in the solar system. You can see this, can't you? Now it's a situation where we've just got to keep searching and looking at the different shapes and different objects up there. And now we're seeing some huge different objects, like planet-sized objects. And we're also seeing some other objects as well that are small with red colouring around them. So yeah, we've got some interesting times ahead of us. We're going to see some huge objects up there. And they chemtrail every day to hide this. But as you can see on this, I haven't chemtrailed today. I'm going to go to another image now. Here on this Sky Alert cam as well, the volcano cam in Mexico, show the timestamp as well, 25th today. And also there's a strange object here. Don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a bird, but it just seems upside down, doesn't it? I mean, some wings or anything like that. It's just there, isn't it? I'm going to go and zoom into this now. Maybe it's a helicopter. I'm not too sure. The thing is, it does look strange, doesn't it? It looks a lot different from any other object that I've known. But anyway, so it's just, I could be getting it right, could be getting it wrong. I'm not too sure, but it's just being persistent really and see what we can catch. I'm going to go to another image now. Just noticed a huge reflection on this footage on this Mexico cam as well. Just here, on the left-hand side. I'm going to go and go to another image in a second as well. I've zoomed into this object now. Just here, where this reflection is. You can see this dark reflection, can't you? I mean, look at this. Here's where the sun is coming up with this object. Okay? Now, the thing is though, basically, this object to be here somewhere. Because we're getting the reflection from it on the left-hand side. Strange times ahead. So I hope we really all prepare for this, because it's very important to get the messages out there. I also believe as well that these volcanoes are going to be active very shortly. I mean, at night time, you can see the plasma in there. The lava coming off some of these huge super volcanoes. They're just, they've been remained dormant for many, many years now. And also, as I said as well, Venus has volcanoes and other planets around the world and also through the universe. They have huge volcanoes on these planetary objects, these celestial bodies. So I'm going to keep an eye on the volcanoes as well. It's just basically some nights I notice that they erupt slightly and they're being agitated because we've got a huge magnetic force now from the Nibiru system. It's agitating our planet Earth, and it's just a case of just monitoring the different cams and images as well. So I'm going to go to another image now. Just want to show you this, okay, on this sky alert image again. Okay, now this object that I'm seeing up there in the sky. Watch this, what this volcano does. Okay, now the clouding that comes out of the volcano looks very strange. It sort of bends and then acts like a chemtrail. Look at this. Watch this. Disappears, that object, yeah. Okay, look how fast it goes. It disappears. It's only in 1 millimeter of a frame. Okay, now if it was a bird, we would see it in a few frames, wouldn't we, on a plane or anything else. Now watch. After this object is above the volcano, watch this. You get this huge cloud that comes out of the volcano. Okay, you see this, and then it sort of acts strange. It goes into a strange shape. Can you see this? And then basically flattens out and then acts like a chem. Can you see this? And moves down on the horizon. Very strange, isn't it? Could be just natural, but the thing is though, I've monitored the volcanoes for a long time and I've not noticed this situation before. Can you see this? Very strange, isn't it? I'm going to go to another image now, but just very, very strange. I'm going to come back to you in a second. Here on this Mexico cam as well, you can see the timestamp, 25th. There's another object there on the right hand side, or here, just here. This is not our moon. The moon comes down on the opposite side. The sun is on this side, coming up. There's an object here as well. I'm going to zoom in on this as well. Here it is. It's zoomed in. Could be anything. The thing is, though, it looks strange up there in the skies. It's just catching anything, really, what we can see. That does look like something that's out there in the solar system now. I'm going to go to another image. Can you see this as well? It's quite dark there, but you can see the two objects beside each other just here. See, I believe that there is these craft that basically come down monitoring us, and they're basically I don't know if they're helping with the chemtrails, I don't know. The thing is though, I'm catching lots of different things up there in the skies, you know, and it's for you, the subscribers, to see what's going on as well. It's just important that we all get to see and catch every little detail what's going on. I just want to show you how this moves. Now the thing is though, you can tell this isn't our moon because the way it just morphs out of position. Can you see this? Disappears. Now the moon basically will move, okay, down the downwards or upwards side. I mean, look at this. Just goes off. I'm going to now widen the screen so you can catch a better glimpse of this. Okay, now what I've done is I've widened the screen so we can see. Okay, I apologise about the white screen there. You can see this is not our moon because the moon doesn't basically. It goes downwards, doesn't it? You get 2 or 3 shots of the moon on the Mexico cams. Can you see this? It could be a UFO. The thing is though, I mean, can you see that? It just goes away, doesn't it? I'm going to go to another image now. Here's a live video in Mexico as well. There's a live video. I know the timestamp on the top right hand corner is quite small, but if you look carefully you'll see that it's today. And also we're looking at this in the sky. This object here. So I'm going to zoom in on it to see what we can see, because basically it seems to be moving ever so slightly. I'm going to zoom in for you now. Here it is zoomed in. The only thing is on the Mexico cams you can't zoom right in. The thing is though, you get a closer shot of everything. But it's moving, this thing, this object. Anyway, this time of the year as well, when summer's coming, you know, like March, April, May, is very good times to look up the skies as well on clear nights. Because you do catch a lot of things up there. It's just being observant and persistent, as I said before. And spending a good few hours looking at the stars. Because the thing is though, we will see. I do see in the past as well, I've seen them in months and summertime months as well. Many things up there that move. You just got to ask yourself what is going on, because I believe the government are hiding lots of truth. You can see this object just moving. I mean, it's illuminating in the sky. It's way up there. Is it behind the sun or in front of it? I'm not too sure. It's very interesting to see this, and what I'll do is I'll go back to this camera and keep looking at this image as well. I'm going to also do a video tonight on the sun as well, the SOHO charts and the jet stream, to see what's going on, any differences. But we are having some crazy times, aren't we? I'm going to go to some UK cams now to see what's going on here in the UK. So I'm going to be back shortly. But that object is definitely moving up there in the sky. I've got a monitor to the right side of me now, and I'm going to keep this on live, so I can see this through the day to see and zoom in and see if this object's actually it's got a cloud of dust behind it, or comets, or trash that's being pulled with it. Because we could be looking at Nibiru right now. It could be another heavenly body. I don't believe it being this that time of the day. But as I said, it's just looking to see what's up there, you know. It's just amazing though, because I've seen objects that just don't belong in that part of the sky. So anyway, I'm going to go to some UK cams now, see what we can find. This is a live viewed cam, okay, timestamp, and that's in viewed in Stratton Town Council cam. We're just getting misty skies everywhere. We've been getting these for quite some time now. So I've not been able to go out the past week or so, basically looking up at the sky at night and noticing that it's just very dull and misty here in the UK, in the northern hemisphere. So I will be going out as soon as the times are clearing and the days are clearing up and we've got some clear skies to see those stars. Best time to catch them stars as well is at 2 AM in the morning. Here in the northern hemisphere we get some bright stars. On the east side, very important to look at them. So when it's clearing up, I'll get some footage down for you and see what we can see. Anyway, I'm going to go to a different image now. It's very cold down there in Cornwall, as well as all over the UK. We've had some real bad weather. Here on this live cam at Fristral Beach in Cornwall as well. It's very stormy, isn't it? Very cloudy and grey. Respect to Mum, and there's also respect to Dad and other people who live down there in Cornwall. It's a good place for windsurf as well down there for the summer holidays. And I'm going to go to another cam now. Respect to everyone. This is Kravis Bay, also in Cornwall as well. Timestamp is 4:21, 35:36 seconds. And you can see also here on the cam, you can see this haze, can't you, in front of the cam? And also, I mean, it's very dark as well, very, very dim. Get some strange clouds, strange fog and strange darkness. So we're going to go to another cam now. But down there on the southwest of the UK, it's very strange. Here on this cam as well, there's the Land's End cam. Mr. John Moore, respected researcher, basically Liberty Man, that basically has got his own channel, his radio channel. It's very important to listen to him as well. He's a very kind man, and I always switch on and listen to his show every morning. And also, you can see here, I think it's foggy. Got a lot of fog as well. It's very temperatures dropped as well there in Cornwall. So he's told me to keep an eye on the cam. It's very important that we do keep an eye on this Land's End cam, because there's huge pockets of water that's down there. It's going to cause a lot of problems to our when we get a pole shift. So I'm going to go to another image now. This is an image that was brought in. I mean, look at that. It's very strange. You've got those chem clouds above these trails and cams. And also, the sun is on the opposite side. You can see the illumination, and also look at this. Very strange. Rainbow effects up in the sky. Just unbelievable, isn't it? What's going on up there? People catching these images. So respect to you, thank you for showing this image. I'm going to go to another image now. Just mind blowing, isn't it? What we're seeing now, all these strange things in the sky. Is it to do with CERN? HAARP? Because they're messing with our natural atmosphere, aren't they? With these generated tools that they've built over the years. And I believe they have to turn these things off because it's affecting our natural resources. Here's another strange image as well. I mean, look at this plasma that's going up in the sky. And What is going on? Thing is, we're seeing all these different shapes and also these different sort of like patterns in the sky. I mean, this is not natural to us, is it? I mean, the plasma, is this coming from Nibiru? I mean, is this cloaking, a huge cloaking device that's been put up there? Lasers? I just don't know what's going on, but the thing is though, it's just outstanding, these images, aren't they? I mean, crazy situations. Here again, we've got strikes here, 408 strikes over Europe and the UK as well. Last strike was in 20 minutes ago. And I mean, the thing is that I look at these charts as well, and I basically see that we're getting more strikes. This is daily, you know, it's all happening above those foggy clouds we get, those chemtrails as well. We're getting huge strikes. So it's our weather is being agitated by an incoming system every single day. I'm going to go to another chart now. Here also, as we're getting huge stormy waves here in the UK as well. Look at the size of this wave. And this is happening every day now. Weather is getting more erratic every single time I look at these photos and charts, and also the images and the cams. And this cam is just saying that basically it's too rough now here in the UK. Over there in Bude as well, I mean, look how stormy it is. It's just getting worse. I mean, these waves are getting stronger as well. So we're very, very stormy today. Here also on this ferry cam, you can see where the sea level's rising. Look down here. Now before, about a month ago, it wouldn't be this high. It's lower, slightly lower than this. All down across here, we're getting high levels. It's going to get to the point in a year or so, or maybe a couple of months, I'm not too sure. The shore's going to be floating over, and all this is going to be underwater. I mean, look at it, right across. Very high levels of water now. I'm going to keep an eye on these levels as well for you. Very strange. I'm going to go to another cam now, but these have never been as high, these levels. This is a live surf line cam. This is in Devon. You can see here as well, it's very stormy. Very erratic weather patterns. I believe that we're going to get more of this. Also very dark and dim as well. Basically getting these low foggy clouds. So anyway, I'm going to go to another image now. We can see how rough it is all over the planet really. I've also got reports as well and emails of other people in Canada that are saying that their weather is abrupt and very strange as well. I apologise about the rain on this cam. You can see the droplets on the screen, but you can see behind them these waves are very erratic, aren't they? And all of a sudden, what I said earlier on as well, especially last night on the tsunami waves, I mean, the thing is, one of these can actually come in at any point in time. Because we're all at home, just keeping safe and warm. And one of these could come in. Because there's so much trash up there in the solar system now that's coming past our Earth's atmosphere. And it takes one of them to get through the keyhole and land in the sea or the oceans and cause a huge problem. I'm going to go to a different image. This is a cam in Maplethorpe as well. Basically, it's dark everywhere, isn't it, in the UK, and it's very misty. So I'm going to go and check out some NASA Ustream cams and see what we can see up there and on the other side of the cloud and the chemtrails. Here is the sun on the NASA cam. Okay, now look at the same situation out in space as what we see when we see the halo. We see this huge halo around our sun and we simulate every object. Now this is a reflection from a heavenly body. Now I've studied it as well and I've looked at this. Now we're not seeing that red haze on the International Space Station. Now, I believe it's not manned right now. And also, I'm going to keep an eye on this halo because it's getting bigger each time, isn't it? I'm going to go to another NASA Ustream cam. I've zoomed in to this Ustream cam, okay, and we're seeing an object here, okay, and we've also got this halo. So it proves that the halo's out in space, isn't it? I mean, the thing is here as well, there's an object that's causing the sun to change its shape. we are just going to keep an eye on this. I think it's important that we keep an eye on what's going on up there above the clouds. So I'm going to go to another webcam now. Now I've been watching and studying the NASA cams this afternoon. And I've noticed this as well, this object. Can you see this? It's illuminated in the middle of the cam there. This is out in space, this object. Now, last night I spent 2 hours looking at the Ustream, NASA Ustream cam as well. And I noticed other strange objects. But the thing is, you only are able to catch them at a glimpse and then they're gone. Just like the images at the beginning of the video on the Mexico cams above the volcano. They just flash at one point and disappear. They're very strange looking objects. So I'm just going to record Ustream and see what we can pick up tonight. It's just important that we try and get every sort of visual effect of what's going on up there. Because these celestial bodies are here now. And also, there's been a lot of trash and meteor asteroids that have been knocked out the Kuiper Belt, and they are entering our in the solar system, passing our Earth every day, every single day. And also believe that when they chemtrail heavily, they're hiding these heavenly bodies up there, huge asteroids, to stop mass panic, because they are big. And as I said, landing in the sea and the oceans and on the land. I mean, if one huge one hits the ocean, there's going to be some huge waves coming our way. I'm going to go to another image now. Look on this cam as well, it's very interesting. We've got this two reflections. We've got a reflection here and another blue reflection. So there's a blue body that's up there as well. And there's a red body as well. Up in the sky, so two different reflections on this cam in Italy. So the Italians would be seeing this now in the skies. Very dark as well. For 11 AM in the sky, I mean, come on. Far too dark. I'm going to go to a different cam image now. This is another skyline cam. This is over in Greece. The thing is, the sun is in a complete different area. I mean, this isn't the moon, is it? What is this? It's cutting through those thick, dark chems. It's very strange. Noticing this now, it's just basically a huge object that's burning through those chems. I mean, the thing is, it could be the sun, but the thing is, it's too dark. It's very, very dark, isn't it? So it's just basically, I'm going to keep an eye on this cam every day to see if I can see what it is. Hopefully that those thick clouds will shift, because the sun should be a lot higher than this on the other side now. So I'm going to go to another image now. That's very strange, that, isn't it? On this cam as well, the other side of the world, we're getting these strange reflections in the sky. It's getting brighter and then dimmer and darker and then brighter again. And I could just see those chems just a little bit on the horizon here. You can see that the reflections are coming through on this cam. It's just basically, I'm doing a daily channel videos so we can see what's going on every day. So it's important to pick up things, you know, what's going on in strange times. Here is a last image now. So I'm going to come back to you later on this evening with some sun charts and see what's going on up there on the SOHO imagery cams, the charts, and also basically you can see those chems, can't you, in the sky. And see, the sun's gone down with that simulator. I mean, fantastic, spectacular sky we have here on this image. But it's just basically the incoming system's on its way, isn't it? I mean, these heavenly bodies, as I said before, though, that basically other people around the world are not going to see the system because Earth's rotation, and as it's going through its orbit, other skies are going to change and they're going to get to it as well. The Mexico cams, we're seeing it. Other cams around the world, this is Russia, and basically Russia's not seeing it right now. It's only when Earth rotates to their skies and we get to see it. they get to see it. So when they chemtrail, it's best to look up at the skies because that is the time when they are hiding these heavenly bodies. Anyway, so respect to everybody. Have a safe day and a weekend. From Matt Rogers. I'm not too sure, but it's just being persistent really and see what we can catch. I'm going to go to another image now. Just noticed a huge reflection on this footage on this Mexico cam as well. Just here, on the left hand side. I'm going to go and go to another image in a second as well. I've zoomed into this object now. Just here where this reflection is. You can see this dark reflection, can't you? I mean, look at this. Here's where the sun is coming up with this object. Okay? Now, the thing is though, basically, this object to be here somewhere. Because we're getting the reflection from it on the left hand side. Strange times ahead. So I hope we really all prepare for this because it's very important to get the messages out there. I also believe as well that these volcanoes are going to be active very shortly. I mean, at night time, you can see the plasma, the lava coming off some of these huge super volcanoes. They're just, they've been remained dormant for many, many years now. And also, as I said as well, Venus has volcanoes and other planets around the world and also through the universe. They have huge volcanoes on these planetary objects, these celestial bodies. So I'm going to keep an eye on the sun. I'm not too sure. It's there above our Earth's atmosphere. It could be miles away, thousands of miles away, billions of miles away. So now in the solar system. You can see this, can't you? Now it's a situation where we just got to keep searching and looking at the different shapes and different objects up there. Now we're seeing some huge different objects, like planet-sized objects. And we're also seeing some other objects as well that are small with red colouring around them. So yeah, we've got some interesting times ahead of us. We're going to see some huge objects up there. And they chemtrail every day to hide this. But as you can see on this, I haven't chemtrailed today. I'm going to go to another image now. Here on this Sky Alert cam as well, the volcano cam in Mexico, show the timestamp as well, 25th today. And also there's a strange object here. Don't know what it is. Don't know if it's a bird, but it just seems upside down, doesn't it? I mean, some wings or anything like that. It's just there, isn't it? I'm going to go and zoom into this now. Maybe it's a helicopter, I'm not too sure. The thing is, though, it does look strange, doesn't it? It looks a lot different from any other object that I've known. But anyway, so it's just, I could be getting it right, could be getting it wrong. It's a very interesting times. We're picking up a lot of images now, aren't we? I also did a video on UFOs last night. I often do some UFO footage as well, just to see what's going on as well, because it interests me as well, because I believe these beings up there that basically know that the Nibiru system's out there now. They can see it and they send us signs and crop circles. And also I believe that HAARP is manipulating our weather as well as the clouds to cover up the system. We all know they use this tool and governments still deny it. Anyway, I'm going to go to the first webcam image and respect to you all and thank you for subscribing. Here on this Mexico cam you can see this object here, this red object. Can you see the redness around it? This is no lens flare, this is an object that's coming in. Now I'll be keeping an eye on this every day, so I'm going to zoom in now. But the reason why I've kept it like this so we can see the timestamp as today. So I'm going to zoom in now and show you this object. You can see this, can't you? It's very strange, and basically it was white before, but now it's got some red reflection to it. It's got some red colouring around it. This is definitely a heavenly body that's up there. It's behind or from the volcanoes as well. It's just basically some nights I noticed that they erupt slightly and they're being agitated because we've got a huge magnetic force now from the Nibiru system. It's agitating our planet Earth, and it's just a case of just monitoring the different cams and images as well. So I'm going to go to another image now. Just want to show you this, okay, on this sky alert image again. Okay, now this object that I'm seeing up there in the sky. Watch this, what this volcano does. Okay, now the clouding that comes out of the volcano looks very strange. It sort of bends and then acts like a chemtrail. Look at this. Watch this. Disappears, that object, yeah? Okay? Look how fast it goes. It disappears. It's only in 1 millimeter of a frame. Okay? Now, if it was a bird, we would see it in a few frames, wouldn't we, on a plane or anything else. Now, watch. After this object is above the volcano, watch this. You get this huge cloud that comes out of the volcano. Okay? You see this? And then it sort of acts strange. It goes into a strange shape. Can you see this? Welcome back, it's Matthew. Time is now 3:25 PM on the 25th of February 2017. And also here, the weather today is very windy and very dark again. As I said before, 3 PM gets too dark. Getting some dark shadows to the west. And we're going to look on the webcams, some webcams around the world. Start with some Mexico cams and also Skyline cams. See what we can find.